Hi everyone, it's Justine here from House of Mahalo. Good to see you. Thanks so much for joining me. So, how many of us have these things? These are, of course, mailers that you get in the post, junk mail, whatever you want to call it. I'm sure we have lots of these things lying around. So, I was just playing around with some of these mailers, and I suddenly thought, the way that we fold these, we could do almost like 3 ways of using these as over the page tucks type of a thing. So hear me out. So we've got this one. This is basically just a mailer. One of these where you have to glue the top of it, seal it up, and then you post it off. So it's just this. That's all it is. Now if we get our paper, so pretend this is a journal page. If we were to have this, so if we glue it down this side, so basically I've just hooked the thing over the piece of paper, right? Now if I turn it around, if I fold this over here, now I might need to cut some off of this top bit, but basically if I fold this over, if we were to glue the 2 sides just in here, we could have a tuck spot here, and then if we open this out, we could have this bit open out and have this be journaling space, and then over the page we could have this be some journaling space, and then this could flip out and be extra journaling. What do you think? I think that could work quite nicely. So I think I will cut some off of this flap, and all it's going to be a case of me doing is just simply covering the mailers with some pretty papers. So I'll go off and do that now. I'm just going to simply glue them down, and then I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. Okay, so this is how this one has turned out. So if we tuck it over our page, so if we imagine this is my journal page, so we've got this lovely bit of writing space here. This opens out, and we've got yet more writing space, and of course the normal journal page. And then if you flip over your page, this is what we have on the other side. So we can have a tuck in the back here, so I would glue the 2 sides, and then this flips out for extra journaling space just inside. Now I actually made a boo-boo with this one, which is why the lace is there. So you'll laugh about this. Trust me, I couldn't believe I made this mistake. I went to go and cut a divot, a thumb notch in this part to make it easier to get into the tuck, and I completely forgot that I had writing space on the back. What a numpty! And I'd already done the inside. So I've popped that washi down and the lace down to cover up where I made the boo-boo. But what I can do, and what I probably will do, and I'll show you this, I'm going to cut off this piece. So if I, excuse me as I bring in my guillotine. So I'm just doing this because it's important to show, mistakes do happen and they can be rectified. So if I'm just cutting on the left hand side of my washi, like so. Okay. And that's what we're left with now. So if I re-round my corners, okay, so that's what we're left with. So if I put my paper back in, this side is still the same as before. This side becomes a tuck spot. So top and bottom is where I would glue, and then we have a tuck here. And of course now, if I wanted, I could put a thumb notch in and not ruin anything. For all of these different things, you always need one side glued in some way. Otherwise, there's nothing, it will just come off of your page. You could always paper clip these on or something like that, or just have them as, that they can come off in some way. But if you want them to be permanent, then obviously by gluing here and here, this will be glued down, and so this has the opportunity to flip out without coming off of the page, if that makes sense. So that's as simple as that. One was going to be a flip out to have extra writing space. Now instead, with a little bit of extra thinking, this could be a tuck somewhere else. You know, it could be a side edge, a tuck, it could be anything. It could be a flip out in itself, because we have this little like flap now. So I could even put that on a different page and have that flip out maybe. Yeah, basically I wanted to show you that because these things can be changed up if you make mistakes, because I make mistakes all the time. Things can always be rectified. Don't throw your work away. So that's that one. Here's the next idea I've got. So this is a checker trade thingamabob. And it actually came as, it was basically like this. It was like a concertina fold out where you get these four pieces. Now I've just simply torn it in half, so I've got 2 bits just like this. So they basically just fold out like this. So the first idea for this one then, so this is idea number 2. We have got, so yeah, you start with this. If we were to fold over a corner, so you've got something that looks like that, and if we were to fold the other corner in the exact same way, so if we hook this over our page so we can see how it looks like this. Now my idea here is to cut across here, so let me just grab my scissors and do that right now. So if I just simply cut from those corners, I will tidy up afterwards because I'm rubbish when it comes to cutting a straight line, as you know. Okay, so we would have, straight away we've got a corner tuck and a corner tuck. Now we don't need these excess triangles, so we can just cut those off as well. But basically that is a corner tuck. So again, now we just need to decorate that up, which I'll do in a second. And now we're left with this offcut piece, which I would probably just turn this into some kind of a journal spot or something. So quite easily, again, we could just cover it with some papers and just have like a little flip out journal spot to go in a pocket. Maybe even to go in here. That could be quite cool. So again, I'm going to go off, I'm going to decorate up this thingy, and I'm going to show you how it looks. This is the triangle corner pockets. So again, I would just glue along here. I may add a little strip of glue along this edge just to give it extra, you know, stability on the page and everything. And I'll do that on both sides, but this is how this side looks. And again, this is going to be a tuck just here, so that would look nice. And then this is how we look on the over the other side. Exact same thing, corner pocket. Again, I would glue along here and maybe a small strip along here. And again, we have a corner tuck. And of course, I've decorated them up. I used plainish paper on the backgrounds. And then I just fancied up with some labels, fussy cuts, and on this case, some Tim Holtz ephemera. And of course, this one was the one where this was the bottom of it. So we chopped this piece off. I haven't done anything with this yet, but as I mentioned earlier, I'll probably turn it into some kind of a writing spot. So all I would do is just put on some plainish writing paper, you know, something still decorative, on all 4 sides. So here, on the inside and on the back, and then you've got sort of this flip out journal space. I may even make that the bit that goes in here maybe, because I like that kind of a thing. Okay, and then the last idea is similar to the first one, but we're going to change it up ever so slightly. So again, if we hook this over our page, if we were to fold this back, we could glue the 2 sides here and have a tuck spot here. We could glue 2 sides here and have a tuck spot here. We could then turn this over and have this, like so. And then this could be a pocket all the way down like that. If I were to glue the bottom and the sides, this could be a pocket, and we could also attach a little pocket on here as well. So again, it's just a case of me covering all of these papers up, and then I'll show you how it looks. Here we go. This is the next one. So again, if we do the same thing, I'm just going to slip this over our page. So as I mentioned, if I were to glue this side and this side, so the two sides just there, we've got now this nice great big pocket and also a decorative element on our page. I did think about putting in a little pocket down here, you know, this sort of size, and then you could have something sitting in there. But I didn't want to cover up this beautiful flower, so I chose not to on this one, but I might do on a future one. And then if we turn it over on the other side, this is our double tuck. So we're going to glue top and bottom here, and so we've got a tuck here, a nice one. And then I've already gone ahead and glued top and bottom of this little flap, and then we have this little tuck just here. So, you know, we've got two tucks on this side, and we've got a nice big pocket on this side. All from, let's not forget, junk mail. So there you have it. You have several different ways to do over the page tuck spots, all using the same type of a, you know, junk mail leaflet thing. So if you've got something that comes in the post and it folds, try changing up how you do the folds, and you could have a whole heap of different things to choose from. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little mini video. If you would like me to see, if you would like to see a detailed tutorial on any of these that I've shown you today, then just give me a shout. Let me know in the comments, and I will come on and do a proper how-to video. I just wanted to show these different options to get your brainwaves going, to get you thinking, to think about how we can use these lovely junk mail that we get. How can we change them up to make some beautiful ephemera? So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks ever so much for joining me today. I absolutely love how these turned out. They're going to look fabulous in my journal. And I've probably made too many yet again, but hey ho, always best to have too much than not enough, huh? All right, thanks everyone, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye for now.